yeah, this is it's a hot topic of controversy. Your boy, Yo Maps,
Superstar.
back in the news again.
Oh, gee.
He did it again.
Again and again.
So, Yo Maps was recently, he's been the topic of conversation for some statements he ushered. I think he was on a podcast in Malawi.
Is that the podcast?
I-
I don't
I-
know
I'm
if
not
it's a
sure- I'm
podcast
not sure
or
if
it's a
it's,
TV show.
I'm not sure if it was in Malawi, but
It's in Malawi, yeah.
it's in Malawi.
Yeah, that lady that was interviewing her.
Yeah.
She's not
Okay, he
Zambian.
was somewhere on a podcast or a TV show,
That should be Malawi.
and he was talking about Boomplay.
Because of late he's been back in Malawi. Like
That's his second home, huh?
Anyway, we don't know.
It's become we can just speculate. Obviously, man. That's
Because
his
I
second
think in
home,
the
man.
past 2 weeks, I think he's had maybe
Yeah.
2-3 shows in Malawi.
Anyway, until we can verify that. But he was on a show or a podcast where he was being interviewed, and he made some statements about the whole Boomplay situation in Zambia. And he talked about how he had access to other artists' accounts because they were on his portal or something like that.
75.
75
He
artists.
He
yeah?
said
He
75.
said 75 artists.
Yeah, 75 artists were on his portal. So I'm not sure how that works, but he made some statements like that. But what rubbed off people the wrong way was him kind of going off and saying, most of these guys don't know that I control their accounts, and they'll come and be disrespectful to me. So what do you think I'm going to do to you?
Remove you.
If
you're throwing a jab.
If you're being disrespectful, I'll remove you. So people were upset at that because there's been this whole issue with artists not getting their payments from Boomplay. So it's been going on for a while, and artists have been wondering, what's happening? Why are we not getting our money? So some people are now connecting Yo Maps' statements to the whole situation of artists not getting paid. And
that's
assuming that, this guy is the reason why these guys are not getting paid. Nike Japan Pia Sharp.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the issue with Mr. Map. So he's been in a bit of some trouble.
Oh, yeah.
With that. So what do you think about that whole statement he made?
Yeah, which one exactly?
About him being in control of artists.
Yeah. But I just think, guys, this, they normally, he had the most numbers, right? So
Yes.
Boomplay, isn't it him that they approached? Do you think it's him that approached them to do that?
I'm not sure.
So he said,
In the true sense.
he said, Boomplay. At that time, I remember that was 2021.
He bought his album for $40,000.
Yeah,
Commando.
Boomplay approached him because he had more numbers. He would hit millions on YouTube. He would hit he had numbers.
Yeah.
Then Boomplay approached the guy okay. So I think they had a deal. Sell us your album, and of course this streaming platform they want numbers. Thought here in Zambia maybe this guy would be the right guy right now because he's trending, he's hot. That's what he was saying. So him is saying he brought Boomplay in Zambia.
Okay.
Of course, which is not the case. Because these itel, Infinix, and Technophones, they come with an app like Boomplay on it. Because the guys that make the manufacturers, I think, of Infinix and Techno, they're the owners of Boomplay.
So with him, I think it's just a projection of Amawait's February. What you're supposed to say is that probably they approached him to represent artists. Since they now want to venture into that thing of now being monetized.
Yeah.
So maybe on the monetization part, or where artists have to earn, maybe that's when he came into the picture. Since you're doing these numbers, we can use you to start. So maybe you have people under your umbrella, which is a start. And definitely, as time goes,
What I don't get and what I don't understand is how can you be even on Spotify? There's no such a thing like I'm on someone's portal and someone can see what I'm generating. Is that a case?
Okay, I also don't understand like,
That's
how
why
that is working.
That's why Boomplay. But and that guys focus on the Spotify numbers on the scene where numbers matter. It's
Yeah.
Spotify.
Here's the thing.
But Boomplay was helping us.
I also have an account with Boomplay. Does it mean I'm on his portal or what?
No.
How did you get your account?
All right. So with the way I got my account is that when I gave my song to the distributors, of course, when they distribute, of course, Boomplay is among the list of streaming platforms where the distributors take the song to. So after some time, you can actually claim your account, your Boomplay account. That's what we did. We claimed our account. So I don't know if there's someone who is seeing what.
So you were using a distributor.
Yes.
Then you claimed your account, meaning the distributor has nothing to do with it anymore.
Yes.
So when it comes to uploading songs, you have to do them personally.
So the way it is with Boomplay, you can actually upload direct on Boomplay if you have an account.
Yeah.
Or you use a distributor. Yes.
Mm.
So when you upload on Boomplay direct, you'll be seeing everything that will be happening, even the way
The money is coming in, the streams.
coming.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you actually see that.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
So I don't understand when he said like he had 75 artists on his portal. Like,
And then you know what else we should say now after this?
is it that those guys were given maps, the songs to upload? Oh, I don't get it. Even
You know what else we should say about this? Okay, listen. Now, since that happened, do these artists know that that's what was happening? That's the first thing.
From their reaction, it looks like
It
they
looks
didn't.
like it's not, right? But then Maps also, he had the responsibility of, I don't know, you should that's money, man. What
yeah.
guys?
Bro.
So like, these are things that need clarity. You
Yes.
go to Zamkudi or you involve B-Flow. Oh, sir, it is kind of so now so but guy so it will begin in kind of statement online so maybe that's how you communicate with people like that, because those are artists kind of, if they're under your kind of, did they personally know one by one?
yeah.
You nani did they know? Or and then if it's not, then how foot again? And then even them, what's their connection? So if he was the middle guy to the other artist, how come that other guy doesn't know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're actually shining. So there needs to be clarity here.
I think so. Like,
Yeah.
I'm also like, there are a couple of questions. Like,
Yeah.
I have like, yes, he was the biggest artist at that time, so I can understand them approaching
Still
him
is, huh?
like that.
Still is, huh?
Still is.
Yeah.
I understand them approaching him for some business, like on that end. But what I don't get is where they entrusted him with accounts for other
Yes.
artists.
Like how?
Because
Yeah.
somebody who's managing accounts like on a portal needs to be somebody dedicated to that and has that administrative skill to issue all those
Yes.
things.
Like that, huh?
But if you put an artist in charge of that, he's an artist.
Mm.
And, he's going to put his interests first, So I'm not sure why they if they did that, I'm not sure why they did that. They could have simply hired somebody to manage that portal. Like a Zambian agent.
Yes.
But to make an artist an agent and
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
I would think they would get somebody more professional and rather somebody more skilled for that job of administrating payments and creating accounts and that type of thing. To have an artist do it, I think is not it doesn't work out very well.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's just an artist. His job is to create the music and those type of things. The skill for administration or even the discernment to say, oh, I need to administer this and this, and to detach themselves personally from that situation is not there. Because even in this situation, like, if he was given that role, he was given that role to kind of administer over that. So you're a professional at that point in view. If we don't detach personal issues, because the reality is that by artists who are putting their music on the platform, they've put their music on the platform and they've earned their money. So
True.
that legally belongs to them. So now you can't bring your personal feelings into that.
Yeah.
There are contractual obligations which may, compromise the company.
Of course.
Where you just decide to, I'm going to sideline with no proper communication or reason as to why you've done it, except you feel that somebody disrespected you.
Yeah.
That's not how you do business. That's very unprofessional.
Yeah.
If everybody behaved like that, nothing would get done. We would have a whole, big mishmash of chaos.
Yes.
But
going
do you
on.
see? Did you see this, Mr. K? This is when now I would say, I know probably you're going to say like, no, it's probably not even like that. But I think this is how it is. Boomplay, if this thing was happening in Nigeria, don't you think they would have already issued a statement to just clarify whatever is going on? They haven't. They haven't even.
They haven't issued a statement.
No, I
on
haven't
that.
seen
No,
anything
they-
from them.
hey.
But maybe you've seen something.
No, I haven't seen
I thought I
No, I
saw
haven't seen
something that
anything.
was saying like,
So what
no,
does that make?
they-
You
they
see
did
how
s-
many numbers our biggest artists? They've got good numbers on that platform. So you're telling me you don't see the sense of communicating to this audience now that this was happening, or maybe they think that that's the artist's responsibility. How? No, they would. No, that's putting their name under disrespect. Mamonaka.
yeah.
They would have. This is something that you need to clarify. Whether there's a small market somewhere, you need to
That shows that they don't have respect for.
clearly,
The
boss.
market.
Yeah,
Clearly,
for
I don't
Zambian
think they
market,
have
like-
respect for this market
But
here.
you know the other thing is that when I did some research concerning, because there's no way an artist would say certain people were on his photo. There's no way an artist
It's
would have
just-
access
Yeah.
to his fellows.
Artist photo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's nothing
It's
like
not
that.
okay.
It's
in
not
short,
there in it's
yeah. In short, it just doesn't sound professional.
what I think is that
Does that sound professional?
maybe they were trying
Account
to
yobe yaba muri
no takwa
Eh.
Facebook account
Eh,
ndia ba
muri ine. Uyoforera muri ine then nakupera.
unless if they're saying like they made your mouth to be the office of Boomplay here in Zambia, like
I
gave
know
you
the
access
official
like
agent.
that.
All those
yes.
things would have been communicated.
Not as an artist, like
Not to say you feel paparuma.
nah, well,
I don't feel chitika body pero and then them that just quiet, busy advertising other things.
bro. If you can imagine,
What does that show us?
if you can
Okay,
imagine,
so here I'm looking at something that says that Boomplay. Okay, so this is on Z Diary. On Facebook, it says Boomplay denies Yomap's assertions that he has control over payments and other musicians using the platform.
That's
So
on
they
which
denied
what?
That. So this is on a page called Z Diary.
Number papa Boomplay bena. Like where is the article which directly comes from them?
That's the thing. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this just says Yomap's is thingy.
Because the way I know Maps would have come again and said, no, since Fide for after Balanda Fidia, listen.
no, Kyle, you know, papa ne.
No, I can't see any
I think in pa weekend apart kuna nikani
Yeah.
ku Brantel Malawi. It's like, no, you guys, you didn't get me. It's like I was a bridge, bro.
So you're clarifying that?
Yes.
No.
He-
I heard
of course,
that.
it's due to what he said, because
Yes. I don't know, the guys, but anyway, like we're artists, to run the first pamuno. But I just feel like, maybe the guy, what I just feel like there's certain things fear when why we arrive? Because you might mess up the bag, man.
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. That's an evidence, bro. There's no way you are going to deny, because you are there live. There are people that the moment you go live, they'll record the screen. Bah.
Yeah.
Because it's so your
They just
word.
want you to say something that is it's an evidence. Like there's no way you're going to deny, because it's there. It's out there.
And especially when you're on top.
Yes.
That guy is on top. Everything that he says, what people sometimes in people like a video, they all want to tell me
Yes.
video It's real like that. Guys are superstars.
Yes.
Like that. You know what I mean?
And you
Yeah,
you
people
know like
follow. People are influential now on another level. So
you know what I think.
yeah.
I think with this Boomplay just didn't do their work right
They didn't.
in this part of the continent. I think just the way they set everything up didn't sit well. But the artists also who are complaining about not getting their money, I get it. But there's a few individuals who talked about this. There's one guy in particular I remember. He's called Abel Black. Abel Black talks a lot about music business. Well, he used to. I'm not sure if he still makes that content. If you go on Facebook and you type in Abel Black, he used to give a lot of music business like information and advice. And he had talked about the problem with he mentioned Boomplay and AudioMac. He talked about how those business models work, and he said, if you're a Zambian artist, you do yourself a favor to put your songs on Spotify and these other streaming platforms. These whole Boomplay and AudioMac streaming sites you're putting your music on, you're not going to get much return from it. He mentioned he backed up his facts and all of that. But what I've noticed again is people don't listen. They don't listen and they don't do research. And that's somebody like, when you listen to him speak and you see some of the things he speaks about, you can tell that this is somebody who does his research and he reads a lot about this. Because you can go and fact check the stuff he talks about.
Of course.
But nobody listened to him. So fast forward a few years down the line, he's been vindicated now that people are having all these payment issues and whatnot. But he explained it well in an article to say why it's better for you to put your music on Spotify and these others compared to Boomplay and AudioMac. But artists, that kind of fell on deaf ears. And I think it goes back to the same thing we're talking about, like people pick and choose who they want to listen to.
Yeah.
They don't listen to the facts of an issue. They will see who is saying something.
It's about who is saying things.
Yes.
And the fact that Boomplay approached Maps, they're willing to give him some money because it's them that went to, because they saw that this dude had what? Numbers. Right? So who else who came like before Maps was like, okay, since I've seen, because that's the reason why when we heard, I was like, bro, because I remember I went for that album launch Commando. So when I heard I was like, bro, Maps sold this album for $40,000. That means there must be money.
Did some quick math. I was like, hey.
Did some, like, yo, there's some money. I was like, I'll tell you, I might have a Boomplay account also. I think that's what made a lot of artists even was like, okay, if they can pay your Maps, or if they paid your Maps $40,000, that means even us, you go in the studio, you work tirelessly, you pay the producer, and I was like, let me give Boomplay, so that I might also have what? Something at the end of the day.
But that's the problem again. You see, typically, and I've always kind of said this about the Zambian music industry, that people don't educate themselves about what they're trying to do. They just go into this with a hope and a dream, and they think it will all work out. Everything is just fluked all the way to the top. It's just like, you find somebody, pushing. There's no strategy, there's no information, there's no research done on what you're trying to achieve or anything. So when these things come along, Tawish even if you haven't done any research, but Tawish even to take the time to sit down and understand, okay, finish first. What is this thing we're trying to do so that we can, properly exploit it?
Of course.
But a lot of people don't do that, and this is what happens. It's a capitalist world. People will capitalize on your ignorance.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
A lot of people have lost out to that. On the other end, on your Maps' part, though, I think, he's been on one, because before that clip, I saw another clip where it's him and his wife, and he's talking about somebody who was talking some trash about him or something.
No, of course, it's the UK lady.
Okay. I don't know that, so I'm assuming. Allegedly. So he's talking about the particular individual.
The whole thing came about when when the UK lady said, "Hey, kwafiaro mwana, hey, shani, hey, because allegedly it's like they're saying your mobs has another child, a male child, with a lady who's in, I don't know if it's Australia or something like that.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
No, so is that a business?
Yes. So after that, Umiona triggered to respond to that.
Yeah. So now that's what I'm saying. He's been a bit on one. I get it. Like there was an attack on us, but I think at this point now, your maps must understand. You know, with certain positions, there comes a lot of criticism and responsibility.
Can't talk about everything.
Kuma first could would have said, okay, he's adjusting. But by now, and there are just certain people, when they open their mouths, you know they are going to talk shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing that is going to come out of it. So I'll give you an example. Come on, like an example of somebody who knows how to manage their brand. Come on, at Kahun Kao, Chef 187. Chef Tibampontera bana dem befu bale fuata wa komfwepo aya pala ivachitana nkane oasis. All he'll simply do is, oh cool man, he might go throw a bar here and there in a song, and he'll capitalize off of it. But beyond that, you never hear him say
that's
anything.
the normal artist way.
That is what you should. That is how you handle a brand professionally.
Yeah.
Not fear.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Then-
like.
No, hey.
What's that saying? Chibemba,
No, but no, it's correct. You can.
No, is it a Bemba saying or it's an English saying? Look, if you're trying to go somewhere and this dog's barking at you along,
Bro,
if
say
you keep trying
it
to
in
stone,
Bemba. We want to hear that thing.
that's what I'm saying.
Say
I can't remember if it's an English or it's
Like
a Bemba. thing.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yes,
and I know it.
You know,
Number.
kwabo sembo wayambo kufaya mabukula say wafika padi ili kuni mayabosa wabwele.
Ukabosa yang, ukarasa
How
yang.
many, you know? So you need to understand your position.
Do you also understand that there are some brands that feed off that energy?
yes.
Yes.
They are there,
Yes,
but
yes,
I
yes.
think there's limits within which you can do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm not saying this guy's brand feeds off that energy. I'm saying there's some extra. Him is just that brand, but I'm
Yes.
saying there's the extra forces. The other brands that, because like I said, there's a big star, right? Like one of the biggest celebrities in the country. So like every other person, or even just any other information, it's important for other people. And it's important for them to document that they talked about that. I don't know, it might be negative or positive.
Yeah.
But
so okay,
yeah.
in relation to that, like those are those other people. But I'm talking about someone in Your Maps' position.
Yeah.
He's a top brand, one of the biggest brands in the country. Okay. So you have to handle that with a certain delicacy.
True.
In as much as there are other brands, there are definitely other brands, all these blogs and all this, you know, some influencers here and there. Some have built their following or their careers based off of trash talking and talking nonsense. You get it? That's that brand. They've decided that's what they're going to do. And they've figured out how they're going to make money from that. Now, when you are a different kind of brand and you make your money predominantly, let's say from music or other things, other than just silly controversies and whatnot, you do well to understand your brand and protect it. So that even when a brand that comes that doesn't align with your brand values, you don't do that. I'll give you an example of there are certain artists, right, who have been involved in certain issues. Like I think it's Bobby East. Bobby East, because of that sex tape that leaked, that has closed certain doors for him with certain corporate brands. Because corporates, they understand that game. Then they know, like, we cannot associate no muntu wakwata record yes. You get it?
So you close those doors.
Yes. So those doors get closed. So you have to be very careful how you are treating your brand. If you interact or just present yourself in any way that is contrary to how or beneficial to how you are connecting with other brands and getting your money, you can shut a lot of doors. So Langunyayama statements where like you are on social media, you're talking very vulgar. You know, in as much as someone attacked you, you're a big brand, dog. That's what happens to big brands. Do you see, like, look at the US. Look at how people take shots at Jay-Z, one of the biggest artists out there, you know, doing their thing. Every day, those people are in the news. Just shots at him. You know, Kanye West, if you what's this? But for you to hear Jay-Z say a word and respond,
Wow.
because it's not that he doesn't want to respond. He could respond if he wanted. But he understands that he has something bigger to protect. So he doesn't just respond to anything here say. You know.
And for him, I think one thing your maps should understand that for him to be like he's the most right now, he's the most happening. There are a lot of people that want him down.
Yes.
And the other thing he should know is that he should understand the law of gravity. The way you go.
I'm not saying that he will come down, but you know, just take a chill pill, bro. Understand your position. Understand that people will take shots at you.
Yeah.
And know how to react to that. It's not fiance from freedom watch can. It's different if somebody comes at you with a legal situation and put some lies on your name. And even then, you don't have to go out and start uttering those public statements. Wake. There's a reason why you have lawyers.
Yes.
You know, before you don't be reactive, in other words. And, you know, just to bring it home, this whole thing is like, what he's displaying now is unprofessional.
True.
And unprofessionalism can cost you a lot.
Yeah.
Right now, things might look okay, and you might feel like, because you're in that position, you feel like you could say what you want. But, bruh, the fireworks can stop just like that. Money is just money. It comes and it can go.
Yeah.
So you must learn to protect your interests and be more careful with what you're doing. Be professional to learn.
Yeah.
Don't go on certain platforms. Mwaende mwablessed. Mwapangako kanga ni 100 pin or 1 million iyo. Mwambo kamba. In fact, uriya chaba so. You know, uttering 4 statements, mwamba no kula to govern to pama face.
Because like the way he came out, was like, no, I'm mature. At some point, I'm not mature. Like, you are a brand, bro. People look up to you. You have certain, like, their kids that look up to you.
Shut
like,
up, middle of your own
bro. There's a videos, like, he was live with the madam. Pasai up. I thought the madam
so
would be an advisor, but
unfortunately as well,
she was saying, like, I don't know if I can say
I saw the one like with the madam. So number, you know what that say?
The other thing said, me, bro, I'm not Jesus. I'm not from the Bible. If you insult me, I'll insult you back. Like, certain people like, you're now mocking God, bro.
Okay.
But you know, like, what this now brings to now? It brings to one thing, guys. Like, guys, when you reach a certain level, like you said, like, so what this just says is that he pays too much attention to
Yes.
So their energy is on so much like, no, I don't think so.
Bro, you, like,
that's another level of thinking about something else now. Like, which bug are you going to chase which is bigger than the previous one?
Yeah.
No, but like, so you not under you not more for you so no TNV online, I think.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think it's on that level.
And you know, this whole thing, this whole
addressing
culture,
the
I
nation.
think this whole culture of social media has also messed up things. Because you have this whole thing where everyone is just kind of like, not everyone, but most people are like, they think, I don't know if they think it's being tough or they think it's being badass. Like, why up a camera will react? Like, bro, that's social media. You're just talking quaff. Like, you're just being reactionary. You know, you're just reacting. And it's a very immature way of doing things. Like, you're not scaring anyone by doing that. If anything, you are feeding into the flames that these guys are fanning for you. And you give them more energy again. You check. It's like, nice. Walanda pona footy. Lassen enough footy.
Coming with you.
And people talk nonsense online, bro. You know?
Our brother doesn't know how to filter his mouth.
He's a bit emotional and immature.
Yeah, because
I think he focuses so much like on the comment, like the stuff that's been said online, and that's one thing that I found out. Like focusing so much on that kind of non-connect could also affect the brand also.
Yes.
Because now, then most of the times now you be heated up. Even the fun, you go out of the house, you just you think that
I mean, look at. I think what a lot of artists need to take a page from is politicians. Politicians are the master of this game with relating with the public.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know how often politicians get insulted? But you never hear them go online or start. No.
But like that's our politicians that are just
They might do that because like once off.
Yeah.
But when they get in power now, or even just for president, there are people who say a lot of things like unsanitary things about the president.
Yeah.
But you won't hear the president get up and like address like just go for the Quran.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No, so I mean, I'll give you an example.
And by the way, sorry, just to cut you off short. I was in a clip this morning. You talked about the president. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I was in a clip where he addressed certain issues that that are said online or issues that I heard. So he said that. What is it? He said something saying, why would you concentrate, Papari? No, the president, this suit, that shoe, you know. At a certain level, the shoe is not important.
I know.
You understand?
I disagree with that.
He said something like that. So he was addressing issues that you've heard people say,
okay, look, he might have addressed
light
that.
moment, right?
He might
I don't know. Is
addressed
that a light
yeah,
moment?
it's a light moment,
Yeah.
but I don't think he spends his time reading comments.
But
He's running the country, bro.
Yeah, he addressed
What
that
time
issue
is he
like
going to be on Facebook? Like,
No.
you know that type
No,
of thing, or
no.
he doesn't.
But he's
have
heard that
time.
for him to talk about it.
Maybe in glancing and passing, but it's not something that he would typically sit down and just.
Yes,
dominate.
yes.
He, of course, he has to know what is being said on social media because it's a reflection of what's going on in people's conversations
Of
and
course.
where people are at. It's kind of a gauge of some sort. So you can't completely avoid it.
Yeah.
Because it will give you that information, but you can't sit there and just be focusing on weeding out these two my negative thingies and whatnot.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
feel
that's-
that if you.
That's great.
So I think he needs to not just your maps, in fact, just generally a lot of our artists and celebrities, they need some media training.
No, with that.
Yeah, they need some etiquette training of how do you conduct yourself as a public figure. And I think maybe on that point, that's why I sympathize with a lot of celebrities and artists, because there's no playbook as to how you should behave when you're an artist. And like you mentioned, people can be mean. They'll go on the attack and say things to you, but at the end of the day, you reacting again doesn't justify, rather you reacting doesn't make it okay. It doesn't justify anything. You could still lose an endorsement, or if you say something that's really damaging or inaccurate about somebody, could get you into some legal issues.
Yeah.
So a lot of our public figures, celebrities and whatnot, they need a lot of media training and just some form of etiquette. And how do you handle yourself if you're a brand? If somebody insults you or you're getting people, how should you be handling your social media? Should you be looking at those messages personally?
Yeah, because me, if I manage an artist, or since I'm an artist now, saying this in terms of a manager, but yeah, so if I manage an artist, I would. There are certain non-cars. Definitely, if you want small we are that. Yeah, non-cars. I wouldn't be showing him all that all the time. And sometimes when I need to motivate this guy, so that
Yeah.
or nakupera your vibe, I know that you're not going to record that day. But that should just give you something saying that ninja pakwebele pakola kurang sheriff. And then there's this thing also in the industry. People wait for something to happen, or I can record a song with you, but won't release it. I'm not saying I'm waiting for a moment for something to happen for me to release that song. No, but there'll be a moment when you are trending. It might be bad or good, regardless, my guy.
Yeah.
But from was 3 months ago.
They tap into
I
that
can
energy.
Friday bakam by Thursday upon Wednesday. Now kafia pa media number what do you have to do? You have to start nankane number, vibe nankane, at some point even share that nankane. People are still waiting for you to have a release nankane. What are you saying about yeah, you're hearing a song like that.
Yeah.
But people use moments, so that's what I mean.
So, with me, like, I think my comment would be, the moment you become a public figure or a celebrity, in as much as you're a celebrity, of course you're a human being, you react in a certain, you have feelings, but the moment you become a brand or an influencer, there's a certain way you need to react to certain things.
Yeah. And you
Knowing
know,
the
like,
fact that reacting in a certain way would, just imagine, bro, from nothing, then now you're making a little something.
Yeah. Bro, you say little.
Yeah. You're making something.
Dude's made.
Then someone from nowhere comments something off, like, bro, then you decide to react in a certain way, then that reaction makes you lose a certain brand endorsement and endorsement deal, like certain deals. Look at that, bro. That's you losing money off of something that you were not. Yes.
Yeah.
So in as much as we react in a certain way as humans, they say, bro, to avoid the fool is to keep quiet. It's not everything that you can be responding to and reacting to. And I bet there's a wiser way to respond to certain things.
True. I think you've summed it up well. Like, don't be reactionary. And with some of these people who come at you, especially on social media, if you respond, you are feeding the flames.
Yes.
So just leave it. If you know, even in hip hop, like, these are strategies that people use. How many people diss Jay-Z on songs that he would just never respond, and that diss won't go anywhere, and eventually that person's career just kind of fizzles out, and no one remembers you.
And look at what is happening right now. Even here, let's not even go very, very far. Why Celeb he's been on Slap D, like, but Slap D is quite like, yo, bro, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with you. I've had that with Mark 2 and you're a boy, bro. I'm not doing.
So there are all those you know. So I think that's that in a nutshell. I think we need a lot more professionalism in our industry, and just handle this social media correct. Like, if you're a public figure, you get some, you know,
jabs here and
some unwanted negative attention here and there, but understand it's part of the, you know, it's part of the game.
You know, the funny thing is that because Angabantu that shoot people on social, they're just no bakabwanga.
And that
it's just some dude in a one-roomed house on a mattress and he's busy commenting,
you know,
some funny stuff.
I saw, like, what you're saying. I saw a meme
Ashy
where,
feet.
like,
You know.
it's like a meme where, like, a dude is bashing like a BMW that someone's modified, and then he's there. They show him at me commenting on someone's BMW modification in my house. Then they show the person commenting on that, like, you know, he's just in a dire situation, but he's there talking shit on the net, like, that's bullshit. Like, you know, you can do better than that, you know. But
he's just a nobody, bro.
That's the issue. But that's that with the man. So